You feel like he playing me?
You don't? Hi my love, Darien, let it go from Ronda where we have culture, conversation, and community. In today's video, I'm coming to you all with some commentary about OWN network show Put a Ring on It. I think this is episode 3. And this episode is called Doubling Down. So the therapist reveals that all of the couples, all 3 of the couples, are going to be going on dates at the same time, at the same location. She's saying that this experience is supposed to foster self-assuredness and esteem and basically trust, but it really just feel like sis is stirring the pot. Everybody's requesting all new dates except for Darien, which is no surprise here. And the first person to start their date is Jessica and Erica. And Jessica comes down in her Fashion Nova cat suit, bodysuit with the little open toe strappy sandals. Everything with her is form-fitting and very cute. She's a very beautiful girl and obviously enhanced body. I would show it as well. And they're engaging respectfully. Eric is way more laid back this time, and the date shows up. His name is Clarence. He is, you know, he's kind of laid back too. Very athletic build. He's a muscle builder, bodybuilder girl. He built. Then we have Larhonda and Sean, and Larhonda's over there ironing and pressing each other's clothes. Girl, I'm like, damn, I ain't seen iron in so long. I mean, like, I got a handheld steamer, and I have an iron too. Like, people don't even iron their clothes the way they used to back in the day. But they're like getting themselves together. Larhonda's date shows up, and his name is Sir James, and girl, he is fine as hell. You hear what I'm saying? Sir James is probably the most handsome guy on the show, couples included. You hear what I'm saying? And Larhonda's sitting down and she's getting ready to go. Like, why is Larhonda never ready to go? Is it me or like, you know, just like, all right, see y'all later? Like, Larhonda always got to sit down and linger a little bit. For what? And I think she's just doing that to like make Sean feel better. But at the same time, it's like probably worse. Girl, meet him at the door. I'm out. Sean is basically clowning him like, girl, you don't even like dudes without beards. I'm like, I didn't even know this he didn't have a beard, but girl, so James is fine. Ronda and James are sitting there and it's giving no energy. It's giving no chemistry. It's giving no real connection for me. Brittany is Sean's date and she's lively. She's lively like Sean. And it seemed to like kind of hit it off. He immediately tells her like, that's my girlfriend over there. You can tell he obviously is really, really in love with Larhonda. Starts to kind of pay attention to what Larhonda was doing. He's like looking all crazy in the face and stuff with the big crazy eyes. She's a singer, you know, she dropped a couple of beats, okay? So it was a cute time. Sean said he's an entertainer too, but he is just really distracted by Larhonda. Larhonda decides, okay, maybe it's time to get out of here after they're having some drinks. And the guy did really touch the small of her back. But it was like in a friendly way. I mean, it didn't seem to be like too much for a first date. I mean, it just depends on what the conversation was like. I really don't know, but he did touch that girl small on her back as he was trying to. He was touching small on her back, and Sean just can't handle. He can't handle. He said, "Listen, after that, I didn't even realize I was on a date with Brittany who." Next, we have Darien and Kai, and Kai is pretty much saying like, "Girl, I'm not number 2. I've never been number 2. Girl, you signed up for the experience where you're gonna be dating other people's men. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Is it me? Like, Kai reminds me of Alexia with bigger features." And I'm not even talking about just her nose and her phenotype because they, you know, definitely is bigger than Kai's features. But like, she's big boned, she looks taller, she looks more like, you know, with it a little bit. Darien is real comfortable, y'all. Darien, he's a cheater. If he's not a cheater now, he was definitely a cheater because he is just way too comfortable and it just feels so secrety and hush hush. It's just giving me very much like, I've done this before, okay? Eric's date pulls up. Her name is Tanisha, and I could tell you off the rip, he's not going to be physically attracted to her. And that's what I was saying when I was watching the episode. Like, he's really not her type. I mean, you know, he likes the Instagram baddie type. As soon as Eric gets in there, he's like, that's my girl over there. And she's like, oh my gosh, oh really? And then he's like, yeah, what do you think about her? And I'm just like, huh, sir? What, was that a question you needed to ask? Maybe he just doting on his chick. I really don't know. But, you know, she's beautiful. She's a beautiful girl. Tanisha has great energy, good spirit about her. Jessica leaves, and Eric continues to enjoy the date. They seem like they're having a really good conversation, and Eric is completely in tune and engaged with her. It's now Alexis' turn for her date, and I'm like, wow, Alexis finally put some effort into her looks. She's actually dressed for a date, and the date shows up, and I'm just like, girl, why they choosing these busters You know what I'm saying? In comparison to the man that she has, her man looks well over 6 feet. You know, he's big and he's thick and all of these things. Like, why y'all trying to play in this girl face? And y'all busted out with big bone Kai for Darien, but y'all want to give her Alexis some scrubs. Of course she's not going to be interested in him. And that's no shade to the guy. He probably was a nice young man. He seemed to have good energy, but y'all know what I'm saying. When they get in there and they see Darien and Kai already in there, they both kind of react weird. He's like, is that bothering you? And she was like, yeah, it's bothering you. Like, she kept looking over. She wasn't interested in the guy. I think that if you're going to do, like, this type of situation, like, have the dates be equally yoked. Okay? Have them be yoked. Have them be fair. Darien is over there telling Kai, yeah, my girl's intimidated by you. I'm like, sir. The guy on the date with Alexis like, you need to stop letting him play you. It's been 14 years. And you like, you think he's playing me? Like, girl, yes, we all think he's playing you. Are you kidding me? You don't think he's playing you? Girl, get a clue. Wake up. 14 years, he's definitely playing in your face. And literally speaking over here with this chick. They start walking out, Kai and Darien, and he's like, we're going to let hands go. We're going to let hands go. And he's like, it's not me. She's holding my hands. And she's like laughing and smiling. And it was just so awkward. Like, I'm sorry for that girl. Okay? I'm sorry, Alexia. He doesn't respect her. He doesn't respect her. The respect factor has been going a long time ago. Eric comes back and he's like, oh, honey, I'm home. And pretty much Jessica's just looking like, what did you do? And he's like, I didn't do anything. I just really enjoyed the conversation. She was one of the best conversations that I had in a really long time, if not ever. And she's like, wow, really? I thought we had good conversations. But I think what they struggle with in their relationship is just honestly communicating with one another, and not like this cat and mouse game. Like, I'm an Instagram baddie, you gotta do what you gotta do to keep me, and I'm a retired football player. Like, they just need to connect on a human level, outside of labels, outside of physicalities, outside of all of the boxes, if you will, and see what that chemistry is like there. Bare bones, you know, the foundations of it all. You can tell in him talking about Tanisha, like, he really just wants more from his woman. And, you know, sometimes women, when they rely so heavily on their looks, they kind of lack that ability to kind of go there, if you will. And he clearly wants that from her. So, you know, it's not like he's looking for it elsewhere. He wants it from her. So they're still in the race as far as I'm concerned. So in short, the therapy sessions happen where they're all reflecting. Sean says he couldn't get really into his date because he was so distracted with Larhonda, and he was just like, yeah, that's not her type, and this, that, and the third. And the therapist makes a good point. He's like, that sounds like tactful control. And he seems controlling. He seems emotionally manipulative to me. That's what I get from Sean. He's also really insecure. All the people are harping on Shon's so terrible, but to me, it's Darien. Darien's the terrible one for me. Am I the only one that's saying this? Like, what? Darien goes on to say, like, you know, I was embarrassed for that girl. I didn't want to let her hand go. I didn't want to embarrass her in front of all these people. So instead of embarrassing the stranger, you embarrass the woman that you've been with for 14 years. That's your rationale and your way of thinking? Where? In what world? And he said, I was embarrassed that she actually said something. The reverse psychology. Like, I don't understand. The therapist is like, well, you're not trusting the process, bitch. Well, the process is faulty. Okay? I don't get it. I don't know. I think it's because it's just too much. It's too much to see the girl get disrespected in that way. I hate to see that for her. Eric says the girl Tanisha brought depth to the conversation, depth to the situation. That's what he wants from Jessica. They all agree to have brand new dates, with the exception of who? Darien. He wants to see Kai again. Next week episode is looking like they're going to stay out a little bit longer. It might be some hanky-panky happening because clearly Kai seems like the aggressor and she kind of wants the peen. So I want to see how it's working out. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'll be here. I feel like Darien is more of a problem to me than Sean is, and that's just where I'm at with it. What are your thoughts? Let me know. Give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me on the YouTube algorithm, and consider subscribing. It's free. I greatly appreciate it. As always, I'm sending you much love and much light. I will see you in the next video. Peace.